Hi everyone, it's Cynthia with CactiOnWhite and welcome to my channel. I'm going to do a quick repotting and I thought I would share it with you guys. If you're interested in seeing the outcome of the repot of this overgrown Tradescantia and a couple of other plants, keep watching. So guys, this guy has grown all through the blinds. So I'm gonna have to move this euphorbia so I can get it out without hurting the leaves. But as you can see, it is full and it's in a small little pot. I got this earlier this year from, or maybe last year actually. Last year, I'll insert the video. This came from Steve's Leaves. It was a 4-inch plant. And it has really done well on this windowsill, but it's time for a larger pot. So that's what I'm going to do this afternoon. So I had to pry this beauty out of the window, out of the blinds. It had grown all in the blinds, so I had to carefully untangle it. It was in an entanglement, if you will. To get it out of the blinds. And you can see here, I'll show you guys how big it is. It's huge. And then look at the pot it's in, a little tiny pot. And so I'm gonna repot this guy. And I have this Anthurium fingers that I've had for a few months now. This came from Plant Proper and it's still in the little nursery, 4-inch, and it needs to be repotted. And I also have a philodendron that I think a silver sword. It's up on that windowsill as well. The same location as the, I'm just taking you guys up there. The same location as the Tradescantia was right here. So it's in its nursery. It's fairly new, but it needs a bigger pot. So I'm gonna be repotting this one as well. I have several that I really need to repot, but I won't get to them all today. And I don't know if I have enough planters with drainage. And I don't feel like drilling today. So I do have these two larger plastic. They look pretty good, simple. And they have saucers, so they have the drainage here. They're actually orchid pots. And there's an insert for this, but the insert's outdoors with the orchids in it. So I'm just going to use these two and see which, if I have additional ones in the garage that I'll use, and we'll see how many I can get repotted today. I've already mixed up my mix for these guys, so I will go in the garage and repot these. And I probably won't show the repotting just because it's very noisy in my garage, just from outside noise, because I'm gonna have the door up and you'll hear traffic noise and things like that. And it makes it kind of difficult to record because I feel I have to compete with the outdoor sounds. So I know people have asked that I show the repotting, but you know, it's really not a whole lot to show. It's putting the plant in the soil mix. So you know, I do sit down, I've done, I should say, sit down repotting videos in the past where I will, which primarily in the winter, I'll do them here. I'll cover my island and, you know, I'll repot plants sitting here. But I really only do that in the winter, and that's because it's cold in the garage, and the garage is probably full of plants because I'm overwintering some of my collection there. So it's easier to do it here, but I don't like making that mess indoors here to have to sweep and vacuum, and you know, I always sterilize and all that after I deal with plant and, you know, materials like that, soils and things that could have, you know, insects and things in it. So anyway, I will get these potted up. Again, I probably won't film the actual repotting. I'll show you my soil mix though when I get to the garage, okay? So let's head on down. Okay guys, I have the door down so I can talk where you can hear me, but here is my soil mix. I just have it here in a plastic bin on my, this is my little potting bench, indoor potting bench. I mean, it is in my garage, but it's my potting bench where I keep my tools and things like that. I need to pot those guys up. I keep a lot of stuff here and keep a lot of things under here. Storage, it's much more organized than it was. But here's the mix, and I'm just gonna show you guys. It's a nice mix. I have some bark in here, I have some regular potting soil. I have some coarse pumice in here, and it's really, I have an orchid mix that's mixed in, some coarse orchid mix, a couple bags of that. I've added some, even though it has pumice, I've added some perlite to it a little bit. I know some people don't like that, but pumice is difficult and expensive to get here in North Texas, so I don't have a lot of access to that to get it, but it's actually a really, really nice mix. I'll just show it to you guys closer here so you can see and what's in this mix. So that's what I'm gonna plant these guys in. So yeah, a bunch of bark, pumice, soil. There's some worm castings in here as well. So it's a very nice mix. So that's what they'll be going in. So let's get started. So guys, change of plans. I remembered that I was gifted some self-watering containers a couple of weeks ago. So I decided to put these guys in the self-watering container. So I've done 2. I have 1 left to do, this philodendron. So let's get it going. Okay guys, I have repotted all of these beauties. So I have the white stripe Tradescantia repotted in a 8-inch pot. You can see here. I felt I wanted to go up pretty large since it's growing profusely. And then I have this little guy in one of the self-watering containers, as well as the Alocasia Black Velvet. It is in a self-watering container as well. And the Philodendron Silver Sword is in a self-watering container as well. And the leaves are curled because it needs to be watered. My watering day is Sunday, but I did not water yesterday, so I need to water my plants today. Well, this one might be fine. It's in a self-watering container. Yay. So, and then the remaining plant that was repotted today is the Anthurium fingers. And it is in the planter I showed you earlier, which is just a plastic. I repurposed an orchid pot for it. So it has plenty of room now to spread its wings as well. I'll give it a good watering. And I'll probably water this guy, even though this one, let me see. This one actually, and this one, and this one. I did water some areas, not all. But this one I didn't water, correction. But this one has been watered, and this guy, I think, yesterday, or some point Saturday or something, today maybe. I have different schedules for different parts of the house, so I have it straight in my brain, but that's the only place. So yeah, everything looks really good. So I did 5 plants today. I have a few more to do this week that I will get to. And I have some succulents, some cacti that I need to, a couple that I need to repot. And I actually have a bawafani that I want to repot before I bring it in. So I have some, some final repots to do this week and into the weekend. It's really warm. We're in the 80s, so I'm taking advantage of this warm weather and just doing some final plant repots. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Hey, give it a thumbs up if you didn't. It all helps me out, really, the engagement. So, if you haven't done so already and you watch the videos and you get any value, instructive or entertainment or whatever, consider subscribing to the channel. It really helps me out. If you haven't done so and you have plenty of friends, family or friends that you think might enjoy, the videos here, share my videos with them. That helps me out as well. So, yeah, turn on your post notifications if you haven't done that, so you know when I make new videos, and you won't miss an upload. And I hope you guys are having a great day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.